So next we're going to look at early Uwu. And the city of Uwu lies about 80 miles to the southeast of Ele-Ife. In centuries past, it was a powerful city-state whose influence extended over a broad area. Uwu traditions maintain that the kingdom was founded from Ife. Archaeological evidence suggests strongly that, in fact, Uwu indeed has some ties to Ife. Excavations have unearthed a number of terracotta sculptures, some of which were concentrated in an area that may have served as a storehouse for important shrine objects. The figures have been dated to the early 15th century, making them roughly contemporaries with the pavement period of Ife art. Some of Uwu's terracottas share characteristics with those from Ife, including idealized naturalism and vertical striations on the face. Some, on the other hand, seem to be a distinct style, while still others reflect contact with the Kingdom of Benin to the south. So here I'm showing you an example of this. The fragment of a figure shown here consists of a carefully modeled head placed on a more coarsely treated body. The face differs from those of Ife in that the eyes are more widely spaced and the corners of the lips are pressed firmly into the cheeks. The pose is dynamic and the arms raised to the chest. Jewelry includes a complex necklace of beads and tassels, large bracelets covering the forearms, and a band of beads at the waist. Sacrifice was and is an integral part of Yoruba religious practices. In the past, no sacrifice was too costly if it ensured peace and prosperity. To this end, it was sometimes necessary to make human sacrifices. Since it was forbidden to sacrifice a native of one's own town, strangers or slaves taken at war would often be offered to the deity. Among the most remarkable of Uwu's sacrificial artwork is a terracotta sculpture depicting a basket of decapitated heads. Strangers who have been given as a precious gift to the gods. So let me show you this. Okay, so sorry that it's a little pixelated here, but you can see there's a head here, and another head here, and another head here, a head here. So this is proof of this human sacrifice that would take place. What I'm showing you here is a magnificent ivory bracelet that was the possession for a chief from Yoruba kingdom of Uwu. Scholars have suggested that items like this were worn at ceremonies that celebrated the kingdom's origins at Ife. If we look at these figures, we see that they have flattened faces, heavy eyelids, and inlaid eyes. These are some typical characteristics of this art. We also see that they have all this open work, the style of this, and using a two-tiered composition where you have part of the composition here and part of the composition up here. Well, archaeology, oral history, and cultural continuity have helped scholars gain some insight into the history and art of this area of Africa. Many other aspects of the Yoruba past remain shrouded in mystery, such as the case with the largest group of stone figures ever found in West Africa, a mass of over 1,000 works that until recently stood in a field outside the town of Isi, 62 miles north of Ele-Ife. The figure I'm showing you here was found in that group. This figure sits with his hands firm on his knees. An ornamental hairstyle, necklaces, and amulets indicate high status. Such elegance is typical of the hundreds of figures that have been found. Carvings ranged in height from a few inches to several feet. Some depicted animals, but the majority portrayed individuals, both male and female. Many are seated, some are playing musical instruments, while others carry weapons. Such attributes suggest that the figures represented dignitaries, perhaps royalty. Intricate, numerous face types and scarification patterns are portrayed, suggesting that the personages are drawn from diverse cultures.